Hi, welcome to a brand new episode of r/entitled Parents. This is going to be a good one. M labels me the office slut for wearing a swimsuit at a surf school meta whining. I mentioned this in passing in the comments of another post of mine, but people seem to want an explanation, so I'm a surf instructor at a surf school on the beach. It was the end of the day. I had just finished my final class. I'd done 5x hour-long classes in a row and I was covered in water and wet sand, so I just wanted to get the thing off me and maybe go for a swim before I left the beach. I was in the surf shack based in with 3 coworkers, who I'll call Sam, Joe, and Mick. Names changed, but Sam in real life has an equally gender-neutral name. I texted my boyfriend, who confirmed he was 5 minutes away. I'd already finished my part of the closing up process, so while Sam put the closed sign on the door and locked up the filing cabinet and Joe and Mick sorted out the wetsuits and put the boards back in their holders, I left the boys to finish up and went to the changing area to strip off my wetsuit. I'd gotten down to my tankini, when I heard a loud, nasally, American accented voice. Excuse me? Hello? Service please? Seeing the boys were occupied, I pulled on my skirt and went to the door. M did not look like a stereotypical Karen. Long hair, tan, wearing a bikini with a big floppy beach hat and a sarong around her waist. Her daughter was with her, looked around 10 to 12 years old and like her mom's mini-me, but she didn't speak once during this encounter, so IDK if she's entitled or not. Me: hi, can I help you? You could start by putting some clothes on. My tankini is covering about the same amount of skin as a one-piece would, aside from a strip of exposed skin by my waist, and I'll admit that the neckline is kind of low, but M is literally wearing a bikini, with way more exposed skin than me. Me: customer service mode activated. I am very sorry, miss. Sam? Can you grab me my shirt, please? He throws my tank top at me and I pull it on. Better? Not really. Is there anyone else who can take care of us? Me: sorry, my coworkers are a little busy right now, we're closing up. Fine, I want to sign my daughter up for classes tomorrow. I start to talk her through the availability slots, when we can fit her kid in, prices and requirements. While I do this, I'm gesturing with my hands and leaning over the counter to point out some stuff on the sign-up sheet. M, interrupting me: I'm sorry, don't you have a sweatshirt or something? It's the middle of a summer, in a heatwave, on a beach. Me, clinging to my customer service smile because I'm still technically on the clock: I'm sorry, no, I don't. Would you like me to carry on? Is there no one else I could speak to? You're making my daughter feel self-conscious. Me, giving up on being polite: you're making me feel self-conscious. It's summer, it's a beach, it's a heatwave. I do not have another shirt. Everything that needs to be covered is covered, and with all due respect, you're wearing less than I am. Sam, wearing a t-shirt and denim shorts, hears all this and recognizes my tone as my I'm about to snap tone, so he looks at me. I nod at him, and he jumps in. Sam: I'd be happy to help you, miss. My name is Sam. Why don't you go? Sam is a guy? Sam: last I checked. I thought you were a girl. Sam: sorry to disappoint. M, to me: do you think it's appropriate to wander around like that when there's a young man nearby? To Sam: you should report her to HR. Sam: it's a beach. People walk around in less all the time. M, repeating: it's inappropriate. Sam: you're wearing a bikini. I'm not working, she is. Me: you do know this is a surf school? Mick and Joe hear the noise. M hasn't raised her voice or yelled or anything, but they can hear the tone of the conversation and decide they should step in just in case. Mick and Joe are both wearing board shorts and flip-flops, no shirts. Mick, coming up behind me: is there a problem here? Joe, at Mick's side: anything we can help with? M's eyes go wide. She looks between me and the 3 boys in shock and horror. M, recovering herself: I was just saying that. Me: she was just telling me to put some clothes on. Mick: you know this is a beach, right? If anything, she's overdressed. M can see she's not going to persuade me to magically summon more clothing to wear, and you can tell from her eyes she knows the boys won't agree with her. Then a thought hits her like a brick to her hollow head. Just what were you 4 doing back there? Joe, closing up. I'm not stupid. I beg to differ. You're telling me she answered the door practically naked and y'all are wearing barely anything, but nothing's going on here? Mick, jokingly, "Op, we've told you not to answer the door naked." I laugh. Don't you laugh at me, you little whore. I know what's going on here, you perverts. Sam, who is gay, is it all out, doubled over, peals of laughter. M's daughter looks really embarrassed, and is bright red with her face in her hands. Sam, you think that, trails off mid-sentence in favor of more laughing. Oh, sure, everyone protects the office slut. Joe literally falls to the floor clutching his stomach laughing. Mick, yeah, now if you don't mind, we're mid-orgy, so get in or get out. It's just then that my boyfriend shows up. Boyfriend sees me, Joe, Sam, and Mick pissing ourselves laughing, M looking homicidal and the daughter bright red with her face in her hands. Everything okay here? Boyfriend comes over and gives me a hug, and I get the frankly genius idea to pull him in for a kiss in full view of M. M screeches, some demonic noise that only dogs can hear, and stomps off, her poor daughter in tow, and that's the last we ever heard from her. If you try to see your daughter again, I'll put you in prison for rape. So, English is my third language, I'll do my best, but there'll be a lot of misspellings, sorry. I need to write this, to take the weight of me. It first happened when I was 7 to 9 years old. This is the story of an EP, my mother. She was a horrible parent, and because of that I've been through therapy since 8 years/0. All her exes were rich people, so you can imagine she's a gold digger as well, and only loved me because she knew if I was with her my dad would pay her for my child support. A year later, after the divorce, my mom wasn't happy with my dad only giving her €1,500, $1,675.87, per month, and she also started to abuse me, so she had an idea. One day, I was in the living room waiting to see my dad when out of the blue I hear my dad's car. I jump off the sofa, and when I'm about to run outside my mom stops me. "EP, don't go, stay here." Me, "But it's Dad, I want to see him." I try to go outside, but she grabs me and pushes me in my room. "EP, shut up, pig, you better stay here." Even though I didn't see anything, I still remember a bit of the conversation. "Dad, where's she?" "EP, well, she doesn't want to see you." "Dad, why?" "EP, you don't pay her enough, so she's always wearing dirty clothes since we can afford them. It's your fault." "Dad, I see, tell her we'll go shopping today." "EP, no, that's not enough, you need to pay more child support." "Dad, let me see my daughter." My dad tries to go inside, but my mom stops him. She doesn't want my dad to see not only how my mom spent all the money on herself, buying expensive clothes, leaving me with nothing but clothes people donated, but how deteriorated I am since the last time he saw me. "EP, rape. Somebody call the police." "Rapey." "Dad, let me see my daughter." "EP, then pay." "Rape." People started to go outside to see what happened, so my dad had to drive away. My dad started to pay more, but my life was still the same. He paid for me to go to an expensive school, have private health care, to be able to do a lot of activities after school, and a little extra for nice clothes. As you can imagine, I never had those. I was studying in a bad public school where I was bullied, I had public health care, never did anything after school, and I always looked like a homeless kid. My mom, on the other hand, was happy, but has always wanted more. Though my dad paid more, my life didn't improve. My mom would forget all the time to take me home after school until a teacher called her, at 7:08 p.m., my classes ended at 4 p.m., always humiliating me in public, using me to get free stuff. I was always alone because she never stopped partying, getting drunk, getting in fights. You can make an idea of how it was to be with her. My life was so horrible I had to be admitted in a mental hospital because at the age of 9 I wanted to kill myself. I remember how my mother always told me, "Go on, you're such a coward, ha ha ha. I'd love to see that, you just want attention, nobody cares." Whenever I said I'd do it. Well, after she almost succeeded to put my dad in prison and take me back with her, she lost my custody, which made her upset. I started living with my dad and I was forced to see her once a month. Happy ending, right? WRONG. This happened when I was 9 to 14. She tried to sue my dad for not paying her child support, then, when she lost, she sued him for traumatizing her because apparently my dad cheated on her with a black woman and had a black baby, totally fake, and she's racist, so that's why the woman was black. After she lost again, she sued him for abusing her. After she lost again, she sued him for 2 more things I don't remember. When she lost all the cases, she sued her lawyer and destroyed his career. The poor guy can no longer work as a lawyer, and started to focus on me. She tried everything to make me like her more, so I'd return, buying useless cheap stuff for me, that I didn't even like, sending pictures of me when I was with her, telling me how much my dog missed me. I can't take my dog because she changed the chip and now it's no longer mine. The new owner is her BF who used to beat me, etc. It went like that until one day I said, "If you want me to be with you, you'll have to be the one paying for everything, not my dad." She didn't respond and lost all interest in me. It's been 3 years without her. The best 3 effing years of my life. Edit, wow. Silver. Thank you so much. Edit 2, holy moly ravioli. Someone gave me a golden award. Thank you. Edit 3, oh my goodness gracious. A platinum award? Thanks. Edit 4, I don't believe my eyes. 2 silver. 2. Thanks for the awards. Edit 5, I forgot to mention the age at the second part of the story, my bad. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like, comment what other subreddit you will like me to do and subscribe.